So I want to start first with Adam. Adam, could you tell us how Southwest got started?
Yes, we got started back in 2003, really out of the frustrations of being a contractor and not getting the service that we needed out of our vendors and suppliers that we were using at the time. It was just crazy frustrating to be out there working in the field and just not being able to get the service we need to in turn serve our customers.
Okay. So would you say that you primarily gear your business towards contractors?
Yeah, that's a major focus. I mean, that's kind of my heart because that's where I came from. I came out of the field. I came putting on metal roofs, dealing with metal. So that's really my heart. Obviously, we do service end users in certain parts of our company, but the real heart about what we do each day is trying to serve the contractors for sure.
So in serving contractors, what have you tried to accomplish to set yourself apart so that it's an easy decision for a contractor to choose Southwest?
I think the biggest thing is that I know what that $10 piece of trim means to a contractor on a Friday afternoon when he's trying to wrap up a job. I think that's the biggest disconnect I've seen between really the people that are running the steel building business and the components business is they just don't understand what their product means to the contractor and the customer. And so everybody wants to sell the big stuff, the $10,000 roof or the $100,000 building, but they don't understand that one piece of trim in the right time, getting it quickly, getting it correct, what that means. That means just as much to the contractor on the back end. So that's a huge thing to me. I think that's one of the things that really drives what we do every day is that fundamental understanding.
Julie, you've had a different approach to this. You've kind of been able to watch this from afar and grow and get more and more involved recently. So you probably have a different perspective. What would you say is unique about Southwest?
I would say that we really care for the contractors. As Adam said, he did come from the field, and so that knowledge and desire to serve the contractor is baked into everything we do here, baked into our processes. We really strive to be a partner rather than a vendor and a resource to the contractors, not just a supplier, but someone who that they get their steel from. And we show that we care by getting you loaded fast. When a contractor pulls into our bay to get loaded, people in the shop stop what they're doing and they go out there and get them loaded. Because Adam is drilled in them, we don't want him waiting here. We don't want it to take 30 minutes for him to get loaded because he's got to get back to the job. He's got work to do. The other way that we show that we care is questions on an order. We can see in real time even where the orders are in the production and what part they're in. And so if there's ever a question or how this might go up in the field, any type of question, we're here and truly want to be a resource for that contractor to do their job well for their
customer. Is there anything unique that you look for? Are you just trying to deal with as many contractors as you can, or is there something in particular that you look for looking for a new business partner?
Yeah, no, because we really do care about the contractors. We were looking at kind of about 10 different accounts that have been with us for a long time and put together kind of some qualities that they each shared. So we do look for contractors that have those qualities because we feel like we'll be like-minded. I mean, not everyone's looking for that resource. Sometimes people are just looking for maybe just a supplier, and so that's okay. And so we do want to add value to that person, and so we do look for some certain qualities. So, for instance, one of those is that the owner is directly involved in the operation. We're looking for contractors who are passionate about their business. They value family. They value their business. They're within, say, 200 miles of Minneapolis so that we can help service them well. And they value relationships and not just a transaction. Those would be the top.
Yeah, I think we've all seen situations where people make, like you said, transactional decisions where it's 100% based on price or 100% based on convenience. And there is no value in relationship. It's been a neat experience talking to new contractors in that we're able to more times than not, deliver on both of those things. We're able to be convenient for them. We're able to, come in at market price, but we're also able to build a relationship with them and give them tools they can use. How have you guys developed that over time? Those qualities. How did you settle on those?
Well, I'll pop in first. I would just say that Adam is a huge relationship guy. He values the relationship over the transaction anytime. So that I remember from early on, his desire was to build relationships with people first. And so anything that we started began from that.
We're really good at what we do. I mean, we value relationships, but there's no substitute for excellence. And I think that that's one of the things that actually enhances relationships is when you do what you do what you claim you can do, and you do it better than anybody else. That really allows you to focus on the relationships, because you're not trying to manipulate anything, because you're trying to give something that's subpar to somebody. We know that we're giving excellence every time. And again, we make mistakes, and we're constantly improving. We're constantly trying to better what we do. But yeah, there's no substitute for excellence in operations and product quality, in the people that we bring on our team, even the contractors that we choose to partner with. That's a huge thing for me, is making sure that we never let something subpar go out the door and then try to make up for it with relationships. That's just not cool for me.
Yeah, I've been able to see it from a firsthand experience. The desire to perform at a very, very high level when it comes to quality, and it's amazing with you with Southwest manufacturing so much there in Mineola, and being able to see how the entire shop strives to hit excellence when it comes to quality control, and making sure that if they've got to stop a machine and run a light across a panel to make sure that it's 100% when it goes out on that truck, then that's what they're going to do. So that's been a very amazing thing to see. If there was anything else that either of you could add for current or future customers of Southwest, what would that be?
I think for me is that we're constantly looking to get better. What our company looks like today, what we looked like in 2003, we're a totally different company. And we never rest on the success of what we have. We build upon it, but we never let it sit and grow idle and grow stale. That's the one thing that our needs as a company constantly change, and our customers' needs constantly change. So we're constantly trying to make our systems better. We pour a lot into developing our people to where they can see firsthand waste in the system that the customer, we don't want to pass on to the customer any waste. If we could pass on zero waste to our customers, that would be fantastic. That'd be the most value we could deliver to them. But I think ours is we're constantly looking forward. We're constantly looking 3 to 5 years down the road and saying, what are the needs of our customers and our contractors going to be in 5 years? And we're starting to solve those problems really sometimes before the contractors even realize it's an issue. We're trying to look forward and solve those problems before they ever even manifest themselves in the actual marketplace. And I feel like we've got a really, really good jump with a lot of technology that we use. Our 3D designer and our estimation system is it's world class. Obviously, I'm biased. Our team built it, so I'm super proud of them. But it is absolutely world class. The tools that we can put in our contractors' hands so that they can not waste time, not spend 3 or 4 hours doing a bid in the evening time and taking that time away from their family. One of the things I heard in writing a long time ago, when you're writing something, you need to have one person in mind, like a person with a face and a name, and it'll help you write better to that specific audience. And to me, as we build stuff, if we look at excellence and quality and building technology, it's the contractor who wants to be at his dinner table with his family and can't because he's doing quotes and trying to do all the admin stuff in the evening time. So if we can save a few minutes off of that for him, so that he can be with his family at the dinner table, that's a huge win for us. And that's kind of that person that, as we're building, that's the person we have in mind is can we help them have 15 more minutes at the dinner table with their family tonight? That's a big one for me.
No, thank you for that. Julie, as I was listening to that, I was thinking about your role in HR. Do you ever consider the customer base when you're bringing on new employees to Southwest?
Oh, sure. I guess the first role that comes to mind is the customer service position, the front desk. I mean, this person's going to be interacting with their contractors, placing their orders on the phone with them. They definitely are going to have to be able to talk that lingo and understand that and be a resource for the contractor. So, absolutely, 100% in the shop. They've got to be precise. We have, you asked about if we have kind of characteristics that we look for in contractors. We have characteristics that we look for in every position here. Those intangibles that we look for, because that's going to ultimately be that help in excellence. It's going to deliver the best product to the customer. So, yes.
Yeah. Well, and I can attest to that. Before I came on, I went through a sweet little gauntlet of quizzes and books and studying and reports to just make sure that that I was a good fit, as well as Southwest was a good fit for me. It sounds like y'all do that going both directions, both with your customers and with your employees. You want to make sure it's a good fit for all parties.
To the best of our ability, yes, we do. We want to make sure that it's a good fit for both people, because that's how you find long-term people who stay. So to the best of our ability, we definitely do.
Awesome. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all's time today. I really think this is going to be important for future customers to see what is special about Southwest, coming directly from the horse's mouth, if you will, from the people who started the company and run it from day to day. It'll mean a lot coming from you guys. So I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan.